Hi book friends! Today's episode of Biblio Happy Hour is brought to you by Biblio Finder, a new online directory for independent bookstores. Biblio Finder allows users to find bookstores worldwide based on your current or planned location. Hi book friends! Welcome to Biblio Happy Hour, a podcast that's sharing bookseller stories, what's new in books, and everything bookish. I'm your host, Victoria Wood. In today's show, we'll be talking to Danielle Mullen, and she is from SEMICOLON Bookstore located in Chicago, Illinois. Before I get started with today's show, I just wanted you to know that you can tune in to our Biblio news segment every Monday right here on Biblio Happy Hour. We'll be sharing new releases for the week, other titles to look out for in future, bookstore events, and what's trending. Looking for more bookish content? You can listen to our off-the-cuff discussions, get top-shelf monthly recommendations, behind-the-scenes content, perks, and more over on our Patreon page. Patreon allows listeners like you to support a show you love, plus it helps us to grow and embark on new and amazing projects for both the book and bookstore community. It's super easy, so just check out the details and the different levels you can support us over at patreon.com/bibliofinder. And wherever you're listening to this podcast, please don't forget to share, subscribe to the show, and leave us a rating and review. Alrighty everyone, let's talk with our guest. Danielle, thank you so much for coming on the show, and welcome to Biblio Happy Hour.
Thank you. I am so excited to be on. This is really cool.
I'm so happy to have you here. So, really quick, before we get started, are you a coffee or a tea person?
I am a sweet tea person. I am from the South. I want black tea with a whole bunch of sugar.
Black tea with a whole bunch of sugar. Sounds good. So, tell us about your bookstore. Tell us where you're located and share a bit about your town.
Okay, so we are located in Chicago, Illinois, one of the coolest cities in the world, of course, and we are specifically in the Westtown neighborhood, which is a neighborhood that is going through a lot of changes. So there's a lot of galleries, a lot of hangout spots, and it's just adjusting to all of the nice new millennials that are moving to the city.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing. So tell us about your bookstore. What can readers and book lovers expect when they walk in? Give us a visual from the front door coming in. What can we expect?
Walking into my store, you are kind of attacked by color. I love for things to look very pretty. So all of our books on the shelves are outward facing. People spend a lot of time working on these covers, so I want people to see them. When people walk in, you feel loved. You feel kind of wrapped up in a space that feels like a good home library. That was the purpose. Very colorful, very bright, blue walls, random art everywhere. That's kind of our vibe. We have a lot of street art, a lot of graffiti art from Chicago street artists, and it feels good.
Okay, so it's where art is meeting the written word. So visual art and the written word are all smashed up together in one. Did I get it right?
They are, and they love each other. They go beautifully.
I couldn't agree with you more. So tell us, when did you actually open your bookstore?
We opened on July 9th, and it was because we were just ready to do something cool in the neighborhood, and we went for it, and it happened. It happens to be working.
Yeah.
We'll check back in 3 months.
Okay. No, you should definitely come on the show later and let us know how things are turning out. But tell me, what was your initial concept for the bookstore? Did you always know you're going to open a bookstore? Is this exactly what you wanted to do? Or did an opportunity just present itself and you're like, yeah, I can do this?
Well, a little bit of everything. I wanted to open the bookstore of all bookstores. It's a concept I had called Athenaeum, members only book club, basically Soho House and a library put together with a bar and everything. And we've been working on that concept for a couple of years, but construction keeps being put off and readjusted. And so I decided that I was going to do something now, like in this particular moment. And I ended up getting diagnosed with cancer in January.
Oh no.
And after I got diagnosed with cancer, I was like, well, why not? And so I decided to open the place that felt best to me. And that's what I love books. I love art, especially street art. I wanted to put them together and hang out here all day. And that's precisely what I do.
It sounds perfect, like a match made in heaven. You get to do, what you love to do. But what was the reaction like from people in the neighborhood, your family and friends, when you told everyone, I'm opening a bookstore, what were their honest reactions?
Their honest reactions were kind of like, duh. It's all I do. Like, I read all day. I write all day. I talk about reading and writing all day. My family and friends were like, don't know what took you so long. And the people in the neighborhood have been outstanding. We have these big picture windows in the front, and they peek into the windows and wave and continue about their commute because we're right across from the Blue Line, which is the train line. And so I've gotten to know a ton of people, and everybody is just really cool. We're BYOB, so people just come hang out and drink with me, which is perfectly fine too.
Perfectly fine. And so we're going to break things up on the podcast a bit and get into what I call our personal preferences category. So I'm going to start with some quick fire questions.
Okay.
So all I'm going to do is give you 2 options, and then you're going to select the one that works best for you. All right? Okay. So are you more of a fiction or non-fiction reader?
I feel like it's one and the same. Because even fiction stories can happen in real life. But I say fiction because people make up better stories in their mind.
Okay. Hey guys, listen to the full podcast episode over on our Patreon page. So Patreon allows listeners like you to support the show as well as our online directory for independent bookstores. You'll also get additional perks for joining, such as discount codes for some awesome products and services. You'll be able to share your input and submit questions for the show, get behind the scenes content, weekly business updates, shout outs, plus lots more. That's patreon.com/bibliofinder. I'm really looking forward to talking with you there.